Hey, what's up guys? I'm Brian and this is Andrew right here for Comic-Con 2015 in New York City. Now, Comic-Con's a big show for movies, comic books, TV shows, action figures, not really so much games.
Yeah, I mean, there are games here, but it's definitely a lesser presence than obviously something like E3 or like a game-focused thing.
But that's not to say that we didn't scour the show floor and the surrounding areas looking for some of the best games here at Comic-Con, and we've narrowed it down to two. Now, these are highly personal picks. This does not reflect the entire opinion of everybody here at IGN, but screw those guys, because this is about us today. Now,
They're Andrew, this video, we're in this video.
Yeah, that's right. It's just us and these cool plants. So Andrew, what was your favorite game of Comic-Con?
The one I'm most intrigued by far is Lego Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah.
I think I'm a big fan of all the MCU movies. I really have always kind of wanted that, because we talk a lot about how there aren't really movie tie-in games anymore. And this feels like the game I want of just like exploring Manhattan, exploring Barton Farm, exploring all like the little pieces, all the places you go in all these movies. And man, like all the different characters included in that game, it's just fun. And it's like very fan servicey in the best way. It's
really cool. It's sort of this big mixtape of all things Avengers and pretty much the stuff kind of swirling around Avengers. Like you have the TV show stuff, you have the kind of like extended universe stuff, some of the other kind of solo character movies like Thor and stuff like that.
Yeah, and even like cameos from like the modern, like the current comics landscape. Like I think it's really cool. You have Amadeus Cho, you have the Jane Foster Thor. Like I think it's really cool that they're kind of keeping up with that stuff. I think that's like super interesting.
Yeah, I think I really appreciate first of all the sense of humor that goes into these games, because I think that's a very important note in comic books that I think sometimes gets lost in some of the films. Even the ones I love, like a lot of the Avengers movies and the spin-offs are really cool, but they kind of have only small moments of comedy, whereas the Lego games kind of like hit you with that a little bit more.
Yeah, and like even those moments of comedy that worked well in the movie, I think work even better here.
Yeah.
And so I think it's like really interesting. I think it's like a really smart balance of like keeping the stuff that I like about the Marvel movies, but making it fun in that Lego world.
We saw that one scene where Hulk is in the middle of a battle and he stops to fall in love with a chicken.
So good, right?
Which is just like, that's probably one of my favorite video game moments of the year, hands down.
How about you? What was your favorite game of this?
So I was really surprised to find that Just Cause 3 was this great, wonderful, disastrous, beautiful mess of a sandbox game, and I mean that in all the best ways possible. I was able to sit down for a very private, one-on-one, 30-minute demo of this game that honestly could have gone for 3 hours until you started tapping him on the shoulder and been like, hey, there's more games here.
The days have passed. We're at Comic-Con 2017. Your child still hasn't met you.
It comes out December 1st, which I'm a little worried about because I feel like it's a weird thing to sort of tack at the end of the year. I'm always worried for any video game that comes out in early December, because I think a lot of people make their purchasing decisions in like October, November, and stuff like that, and especially with big open world games that we've seen already this year, like Metal Gear and now Fallout coming out next. I'm worried where this is going to sit. But that being said, I think it's the sort of like wonderful end cap to a year. We're going to get through a lot of very serious, very awesome, very long video games. And I think like Christmas break, you're going to sit around and like, I want to really just mess around with something for 40 hours. I want something to come home to that's just like goofy and fun.
And it's as much time as you want to spend with it. I think that the fun thing with Just Cause is like, you can just like run, blow some stuff up, get in the wingsuit, take a cool tour, and then stop. And it's like you don't really have to do like story missions. It's not like it's like a high barrier entry. You can just kind of play for as long as you want.
So it takes place in this small town, in like this fake town in the south of France. Which is really interesting because I went there for my honeymoon this year, and I don't want to get too deep into that, but they have all this cool stuff you can do in the actual south of France. Like you can go parachuting, you can go parasailing, hang gliding and stuff like that. There's jet skis, and I kept saying, honey, let's go on some vehicles. And she was like, no, I don't want to do any of that. But in Just Cause, you can do all of that, and you can actually link them all in a row. So you can jump in the air, pop into a wingsuit, turn into drop down in a parachute, land on a bridge, blow it up, fly off, call in a boat that will drop out of a sky from a plane, land in it, shoot out a jet ski. We actually drove up to an island at one point where it was just an island and a deer, and the guy just shot rockets at the deer and it flew into the ocean, which I believe is where he got picked apart by sharks, I hope.
Sounds like maybe you should have married Just Cause 3.
Maybe I will. Well, at least I married Just Cause 3 as my game of Comic-Con. Yours was Lego Marvel. That was a weird outro. I'm Brian, this is Andrew. We had an awesome time here at Comic-Con, so thank you so much for watching us right here on IGN. Comic-Con is just the best. IGN, the #1 website in the universe. Some say.